weather is surprisingly beautiful today. Never mind, that's not gonna happen. There's a guy in the car. I thought the car behind me had no one in it, but then there is someone in it. Anyways, what am I doing? I'm running away from the dishes. I'm running away from doing the dishes. um, I figured out I should be making a YouTube video because why not? You know, making YouTube videos is much more fun than Instagram because I'm not limited with time or anything specific. You know, I feel kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like making a video and like walking around. It's not something that I have done before, but I think I should just suck it up. Cat, look. Hey, kitty. I'm not your enemy. I'm a friend. My bad. Anyways, it looks like it's a busy day here at the mountain. People come here just to chill. Usually they just put the car somewhere and enjoy the view. And my plan was to just sit somewhere and enjoy the view, but it's not happening. Anyways, I am diagnosed with a bunch of stuff apparently, and I got prescribed 3 medications before. Prozac and it's disgusting. Prozac is really fucking weird. It worked until it didn't, and then I tried something that I don't even remember the name, but it was nothing. Like it doesn't do anything. And the last one was kitties eating. Meow. All the kitties here look sick. It's called Propobrion, and it's quite interesting actually because I did not think that it's effective. I did not feel like it was effective. I felt like it was on and off, and sometimes it was not strong enough. And usually it takes around 2 to 4 weeks to be fully functional. Anyway, I was on it for 4 months and it started feeling like it's on and off, hit or miss. So I felt like I needed to stop using it. So I did. And when I did stop using it, I felt okay at first. I felt like, sure, man, whatever. And then what I felt, was what is happening in my head, you know, in by and by that I mean like I started feeling really depressed, like super depressed, and it was something that I forgot that this was my normal for so many years, because my whole life in Gaza I'd never had access to medications or therapy even. So I'm now privileged enough, I guess, to be treated like a human and have normal human being things. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear cars, wind and stuff, but we'll see. I'm trying to sit there. I'm just gonna be looking for a spot to sit on and just be able to talk without being distracted by things. That's what she said. I went to so many walks here, but I haven't done this in so long. I've been, I don't know, somewhere else. My brain was not feeling like this spot anymore. But it's a beautiful place, like really beautiful. I don't know how to change the camera though. Wait, no, I don't know how to change the camera. It feels like a movie, you know? I mean, I don't know about sitting here. I don't want to get my clothes dirty. Maybe here, in the sun, and in this beautiful view. Whoa. Okay, there's actually even closer cars, so it's gonna be even louder, so It's not gonna work. No. Actually, I don't feel comfortable speaking about anything here. It's so loud. For me, not for like. It's probably not gonna show on the phone, but there's wind. I can just my the wind is deafening, and the cars are deafening, so it's gonna be impossible to record anything or to say anything here. So I'm just gonna find a spot. I think the best spot was the mountain, but there was a lot of people there, and I don't know about making a video when there's a lot of people around. Uh, yeah, it's a little more quiet now. Now that I'm not too close to the main street, but I still cannot concentrate talking. I don't think anybody is gonna ever be able to concentrate talking to a camera like when there's cars left and right. I think that's the normal, no? I keep forgetting. This man always sits there and he's always like just chilling. I'm trying to be him. He probably has got like everything in his life sorted out and he's living the last years doing whatever the fuck he wants, but why don't we just do this anyway? Oh, actually, I know why. Because we have to work and we have to go to universities and we need to start making income. And then we start needing to pay taxes to the government. Oh, and then we, as kids, get stripped away from our parents because, oh, what does parents know about parenting? We'll just throw them in schools for 12 years to strip them away from their family. So the government can raise them for you and raise them however they want them to be. Where's the, oh, there's an airplane. It's not showing, never mind. ASMR. That's actually not the music, by the way. It's literally the thingies they put for wind to, when it shakes, like makes sounds. Please tell me what it's called in English because my English is not 10 out of 10. Weather is surprisingly beautiful today. I give up. Just gonna sit on those stairs and talk. I wanted to talk about my experience with medications, and about that, I have to tell you the story from the very beginning. I never was a fond of medications ever, and especially growing up knowing more about antidepressants and how they work, I just wasn't a big fan. I didn't like the idea of any outsider influence. Doesn't feel or sound like something that I would want for myself, or should be a thing, or actually is a solution. So I only believe that it's an optimal or like a choice in specific in a very specific situations. There's an echo. There's an echo when I'm talking. I can hear it. Oh, the distractions. So I did not use meds. I did not really like meds at all my whole life. I would get sick and never use meds. And now I have been diagnosed with borderline. I have severe depression and anxiety, general anxiety disorder. Um, I'm like I have I have autism, but I'm not high on the spectrum, and I have a bunch of OCDs. You know, it feels like I'm Thanos collecting his stones when I'm missing these things. Anyways, I lived with all those things without knowing that I lived with them. That's something I did not know about until I got diagnosed when I left Gaza, because mental health exists and it's not a taboo everywhere in the world, just like Gaza. So I started thinking of that direction. I have always had struggled with my mental health, obviously, but I just thought it's just ADHD, you know, and some anxiety and some depression that comes and goes and as waves. And now it feels like it kind of is too much. So I've been to therapy for 7-8 months now, and I've been on different medications before. I tried Prozac first when I was in Gaza during the genocide, and I don't know, it just was not the best. It worked until it didn't, to be honest. That's my thought on Prozac. I hated the side effects. I just felt like it's just, you know, like that's literally my impression on Prozac. And then I tried something that was not even, I can't even remember the name, but it did nothing literally. Um, and then last but not least, I tried Propobrion, and Propobrion is pretty interesting. It's an interesting medication. It's an interesting medication. And for people who don't understand how medications work, or what are ADHD or the antidepressants, there's a bunch of types, of course, but mainly there's two types of medications: stimulant and a non-stimulant. Stimulant as the hardcore drugs, all those things are stimulants, and a non-stimulant is the opposite, the complete opposite of that. And the main issue of them is they tend to not always work, or to not work with everyone. So if they work with you, you're lucky. If they don't, you have no other choice but therapy and hardcore meds. In my case, I have no idea how, but I cannot handle handle any stimulants. For example, if I drink coffee, I feel super depressed and super suicidal. Like, it's so bad. I never knew this until I started like thinking of why am I feeling this way? Why is this happening? And then I remembered that I have been consuming coffee, and caffeine apparently does this effect on me where it makes me sleepy, where it makes me depressed, where it makes me, I don't know, it's just really bad, anxious, and my body starts shaking. It's just not it. Um, Anyways, what I'm on right now, or what I was on for 4 months, was Propobrion, or I forgot the other name of it actually. I forgot the other name of it. I tried it, and it felt like it was working, and it was working at the beginning. Uh, Second day, literally on it, I started like cooking. I started cleaning the house. I started organizing myself and started learning keyboard. Um, it's it was interesting because I started with the lowest dose, and it was nothing. Like didn't do much, but I already felt the difference. That was enough to feel the difference. Okay, so what I did after that is I moved to another dose after 2 months. The dose got higher, and when it got higher, I started feeling like the effect of it. The effect was actually feelable, or felt. My English, and it was interesting. But again, I felt the same thing. It felt like it's not working anymore. So last month, I decided to stop taking it, and my psychiatrist was not responsive. I have a psychiatrist from the UN. There's a UN affiliated group that works with Gazans' mental health, and I was supposed to have a psychiatrist that's always there for me, but he just stopped reporting all of a sudden. He probably stopped getting paid by the UN, so it's crazy because the UN raised $4.5 billion for Gaza, for Palestine. But we know that money did not go for Gaza, it went for West Bank and the PA and anybody who is not on Gaza side. Literally anyone on Israel side. Anyways, um, when I quit the medications, I started feeling bad, really bad, without knowing why. Because I just decided to stop them because I did not feel like they were effective anymore. Like they were not effective anymore. So anyway, so what's the point of taking them? So I stopped taking them, and when I stopped I just kept feeling really bad, depressive, and bad waves of depression, without understanding why. But um, I realized that I have quit or stopped the medication. So what happened with me is now I'm literally trying to get these medications. Um, these medications are not stimulants, and they're not addictive. Stimulant means addictive, non-stimulant means not addictive. Simple. Uh, Side effects of this medication is you basically get an ear ringing for the first couple of weeks when you're on it, and then it's gone. To me, that's not bad. That wasn't bad because I knew that I can feel that the medications are working. So ring as much as you want. I don't mind. For the other side effect, it makes you eat less. I'm a binge eater. I'm a binge eater, and I need to eat less. So I was really happy when I know that. And the last one was a side effect that's related to what is it called? To the sexual drive. It was connected with that. So what Prozac does, it kills your sexual drive, and it kills any attempt to have intimacy or have a full like experience. You know what I mean? I did not really like that because it just didn't feel normal at all. You know. So this medication, the side effect of it is it boosts, the opposite of Prozac. Um, which is sure, I'll take it. Anyways, when I quit the medications, I understood that, oh, so this is what it feels like to be depressed. So it was really intense because I got exposed to the feelings for the first time after so long, and they hit harder. Not gonna lie, they hit harder, and mainly it's because I really forgot, my brain forgot what those feelings are. But it does not cure, no actual cure for depression still. But there's a cure when, as long as you're on it. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying now is to get those medications, but they are unavailable in Muscat, Oman. The pharmacies ran out of it, and if you go try to take it from a governmental hospital, you're gonna need a prescription, even though those medications do not need prescription, because people use them if they want to quit smoking, for example, to lessen the withdrawal effects. So I don't know about that, but yeah. Uh, so yeah, that was my journey with the pills. I don't think it's a right decision to not take medication. And if you talked to me a year earlier, I would have I would have fought you if you offered pills or told me that you need meds. I think they're needed in many cases, and some people's cases truly do need medications, and they're there to help. It's like having flu and refusing to take meds, which is literally what I did growing up. I never took meds for anything, but now I feel like that I feel the difference, and it's not addiction or dependency. It came natural. It came natural as like, oh, so this helps me like this. So what I want to do is just take it. Literally, I've been off of it now for almost a month. I'm functional, but not always. I'm happy. I'm cool. I'm not depressed mainly, but not always. Um, how did those meds help me? I had the issue of like waking up and getting up from bed. This changed when I took my meds. Cooking, showering, doing, meeting people, getting out of the apartment, um, working, writing, creative work. All those things were silenced by depression, and it feels like depression takes away your time and your life. It slowly drains you and takes your time, and it kind of just kills you while you are alive. It kills you, and it just changes everything about you while you are alive. When I'm on those medications, they wouldn't. I don't think they would have helped if I did not attend therapy. I think therapy and medication are so important too, and equally important. And if there's any healing or improvement in anybody's mental health, uh, one cannot work without the other, really. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to figure out a place or a spot where I can sit and talk comfortably. Uh, there's a lot of things that I would love to talk about on this channel, not just talk about my experience. Like, who would want to? Actually, I do know a few who would want to hear what I have to say about my life and experiences. I'm 26, but actually, I'm 69. So yeah, that's that's what I have today. Peace.